What's up YouTube? I am Lee with Mining Sumo and just want to make this quick video. So I am going to MicroCenter and you know, there's this nonsense going on that the miners bought up all the GPUs and now the gamers cannot buy anything. Well, I call BS on that notion because MicroCenter right now has a crap ton of GPUs and when I get there I'm gonna show you. And basically they did hike the price a little bit. They're still very competitive compared to Amazon and other retailers such as Newegg. You can only buy one GPU per household, and you used to be able to buy two of a kind, basically two of each SKU, and that's when I bought all my GPUs. Now I have other sources which I'm gonna talk about in a later video, but basically back to this gamers versus miners buying up all the GPUs. So here's the situation. MicroCenter has a crap ton of GPUs and nobody's buying them. Yes, sure, you can only buy one per family or per household, and you know, like they actually, some depending on the manager on duty, they even like might tell you that you have to buy a processor, a motherboard with it, something else, you know, a whole system, all the system components. But regardless, there is plenty of GPUs for gamers out there, at least in MicroCenter. They're not buying it. So the way I see it, this is just, you know, FUD against the miners, because once MicroCenter stopped, you know, just selling crap ton of GPUs to miners, the stock has replenished and nobody's buying them. You'll see that in the video. Also, so right now they have about at least 15 B250 Mining Expert Asus motherboard, the one with 19 GPUs, and so the normal price for that is 150 bucks. That's MSRP. But MicroCenter is now selling it for 300 bucks. Now, 2 weeks ago, I did buy one of those for 150 from MicroCenter. Actually, I bought it for 120 because I bought a CPU with it. So they give you like a $30 off the motherboard when you buy it together with the CPU. And the point of this story, the B250s, they have 15 of them, but they raised the price. They doubled the price, okay? So again, they're saying the miners buy all the GPUs. So, okay, you restrict the GPUs, but now you double the price on the mining board, which gamers will never buy. There's one PCIe slot, and that motherboard is actually like very flaky as far as using as a normal computer motherboard. It's basically just for mining. And but they did hike the price. So, you know, like, who does it benefit? It doesn't benefit gamers in any way, because gamers would not buy that motherboard in the first place. They don't need it. and so I think like this whole industry trend to go after miners is complete BS. Like I said, there is plenty of GPUs for gamers. Now, if you don't have a MicroCenter near you, then yeah, you're kind of screwed, because everybody bumped up the prices and so on and so forth. But if there is a MicroCenter near you, there's 25 of them, I believe, there's plenty of options and nobody's buying the GPUs. So the point is, gamers don't need GPUs. They you know, right at this moment, at some point they will upgrade, but there's not such a high demand for gaming GPUs as you know, the mass media or you know, all the blogs lead you to believe. There isn't. If there was, MicroCenter would not have any stock again, because right now they don't sell to miners. If you have bought a single GPU within the last 30 days, MicroCenter will not sell you another one. They look at your purchase history and they basically restrict you now. So I'm gonna show that once I get to the store. I'm gonna show it to you. So I'm gonna pause here, then I will continue once we get to the store. Alright guys, so here are the B250 Mining Expert motherboards. There's 5 on this shelf and 5 more on the shelf below it. and another 5 on the shelf below that one. So they have plenty of them. However, they bumped up the price to $300, which I'll show you in a second. Here are all the PCIe slots, which makes this a non-gaming motherboard. It's a mining motherboard, so gamers don't need it. And that raises the question, why did they double the price of this motherboard in the first place? And the answer is simple: they are basically just trying to make some money. So now let's look at GPUs. Here's the MicroCenter GPU shelves, what they looked like in the middle of January 2018. You can see they're all empty and miners bought up all the GPUs. Sure. So now let's look at what they look right now. So here is what the shelves look like today. There's plenty of NVIDIA GPUs, high-end and mid-end, and there are some AMD GPUs. However, there's more in the back room. They just didn't put them in the shelf yet. And of course there is a bunch of low-end GPUs. Now what they did now is they're putting 1050 Ti's in the cage, whereas before you could just grab it off the shelf. So here are some of the power supplies. They finally have high-end power supplies in stock, but you can effectively buy only one, as the second one will cost you 10 grand and so on. However, there is no restrictions on the 1200 Platinum, and there is a good supply of Corsair refurbished power supplies. I bought myself a few of this already, and I am planning to buy 2 more today. So 2 650 watt power supplies. And here's the price of the B250 Mining Expert motherboard, $299. Here's MicroCenter's internal inventory system, which shows the price. And here I am back at the motherboards shelves, and you see 5 of the mining boards missing. What they're doing is actually putting anti-theft devices on this because they doubled the price of them. There you see the anti-theft device. And basically nobody bought them up yet. They're just putting them on shelves. So here is the motherboard I plan to buy, because I'm having issues putting 8 GPUs on the ASRock AB350 Pro 4. So I'm going to buy their gaming version with the same chipset and try to put 2 extra GPUs using M.2 connectors. And also a 4-port USB PCIe expansion slot. I'm going to try to plug some risers into this. So this one is on sale for $23, and I'm going to try to buy another one. Alright guys, so here's what I bought today at MicroCenter. So first of all, let's start with the power supplies. This is a gold power supply, semi-modular. It can connect up to 4 graphics cards or up to 8 4-pin connectors, and bought it for $60. So the reasoning behind this, basically you can combine the 2 of them and have yourself 1300 watts of gold power for just $120. However, I also had to buy one of these guys, so that's $3, $123 for a 1300 watt effective power supply. Alright, so next I bought this, it was $22. I'm gonna try to plug my risers into this. This way I'm gonna, well, the plan is to have more GPUs per motherboard, so I can plug up to 4 USB, so up to 4 risers into this. Hopefully it's gonna work. I bought this fan. It's pretty quiet and a lot of CFM. These guys are even more quiet, and they have almost the same CFM rating. However, yeah, they're a lot more quiet. They're only 19 decibels, whereas this one is 28. So $15. I did match the Amazon price, $15.50. This is on clearance, $14. Somebody just returned it. Okay, one of the big things, I bought 6 of these smart plugs. So they're actually $20 right now on sale at MicroCenter. That's why I bought 6 of them. Alright, so I bought this Vision Tech, same idea. It's $27 on sale. I don't know which one of them will work better. $40, $39.99 on sale. This SSD, I'm running out of the SSDs. I bought this Pentium for $64. And this motherboard, this is actually a Ryzen motherboard. So I'm using a B350 Pro 4 motherboards, but the problem with them, at least probably in the BIOS, basically seems that the M.2 ports, I cannot use them right here. M.2, I cannot use them as a 7th and 8th PCIe slot. Well, I have the adapters from Amazon, but something wrong with the AB350 Pro. So I'm gonna try this board. So this is a gaming fatality. Probably has a better BIOS, the AB350 Pro 4. If you upgrade the latest BIOS, well, if I upgrade the latest BIOS, I can only have one GPU effectively. Otherwise, it's not even booting to BIOS. It does boot to Windows with like 5 or 6 GPUs, but it takes like 10 minutes to boot. Something is wrong with that latest BIOS, so I'm gonna have to play with it, experiment. I'm gonna try this board out. It's only 70 bucks, open box, and that's about it. So about 500 total catch. Now again, MicroCenter does have a lot of graphics cards now and a lot of AB250 mining expert boards. I bought one 2 weeks ago for, or like 3 weeks ago, for 150 bucks, and now they're 300. Crazy. But now again, MicroCenter has a lot of graphics cards. So all this nonsense that gamers cannot buy GPUs is complete BS, because they have crap ton in stock and nobody's buying them. So they're basically, it's a war against miners. Like, okay, they hike the prices of GPUs, I understand, but why hike the price of the mining board if you're to serve gamers? Gamers don't buy that 19 GPU mining board. That's complete BS. So there you go. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I am Leo once again with Mining Sumo. So if you enjoyed this video, please click the like button, subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions, ask me in the comments below. See ya!